Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do another episode of Toasty Terror of Nights, Toasty Terror of Nights. It's a show that I do, or try to do, on a weekly basis where we have drinks, that's alcoholic or non-alcoholic, and read tarot, talk about our lives, hang out. So before I get started, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. My channel has a bunch of pick a card readings as well, so you can definitely follow my channel and see all the new stuff I'm bringing out. Also, these are general reads, so if they resonate with you, woo! I'm super stoked! If they don't resonate with you, well, I'm very sorry. If they... I kind of got winded. Also, if love becomes a part of these readings, my default is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable. He's can be she, she's can be he's, he, she, them or they, whatever is going on in your life. Let's get started. So, I am having my huge, which is vodka with seltzer water. It's lemon lime seltzer water. So before we get started, let's cheers. Clink. We're gonna cheers to love and friendship. Yum. All right, let's get started with our first read. Okay. What does tarot want to talk about? Is that okay? A lot of cards going on. Okay. Now I'm going to put this right here, and we're going to probably do some clarifiers because this is a lot. So your first card is the Lovers in reverse. Second card is Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Third card is Seven of Wands. Then we have the infamous Ten of Swords, the Chariot, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, the High Priest in reverse, and then the World in reverse. So, right off the bat, I know I'm going to need some clarifying cards. So, with the Lovers in reverse, this can either be a relationship that's no longer there. This can be with a romantic relationship. This can be also like a friendship. But I'm actually leaning more towards this as being that there aren't any choices left. So with the Lovers, it can be a romantic relationship, but it also means choices. So with it being in the reverse, there's no choice. There's some really weird energy that's right here, and I think the Ten of Swords is really throwing me off with it. But the Knight of Pentacles, this in the upright, is a really slow-moving card. So, and it can be a message. This can be a person coming into your life. And I feel like there's a quick decision that was made that you had no other choice. There was no other choice that was made. And it was just one. and it was a quick decision. It feels like that there's a defensiveness on it. And this is where I'm getting a little bit weirded out, I guess. So the Seven of Swords is kind of defending. It's defending that action of maybe not having that choice and being quick to a choice. And that resulted in either a betrayal, like a talking behind someone's back, backstabbing, but this can also mean like an actual physical death. So I'm almost getting like a suicide vibe on this, and that's why it's a little like, ugh. Because it feels like there was no choice. There was no choice that needed to be, that they had. They didn't think they had any other choice. And so it was like a quick decision. They kind of defended it and then ended up in this. Now, I'm feeling with the Chariot that this energy is moving forward. So this could be someone that that happened in your past. I hope that it's not you thinking about anything that is like that, because you matter and you are worth it. But I feel like this energy was in the past, and it's either a past person, past tense, because I'm getting the Chariot, and the Chariot is moving away from this energy. Now, this is also an energy of 2019 whenever I see this card. So it's moving away from the past, moving forward. And I feel like your future in this aspect is really good. I feel like that there in the Six of Cups, that there's going to be someone either from your past, or there's going to be a feeling that you've had before. So when I say that, it's like if you were in love before and you felt a really intense love, it's that kind of same feeling that's going to come to you. It might not be that person, but it's going to be a similar feeling. And I do feel that this is going to be something that has to do with either your family life, your friends, something that's really close and dear to your heart, or even a relationship with that 10 of Cups upright. Because this is like the happily ever after card. This is a beautiful card to get. So I feel like moving forward from this really negative energy to this really beautiful future, it's a really good transition. Now with the High Priestess, or High Priest I should say, which is the Hierophant in reverse, this is that you haven't learned your lesson. So whether your lesson was here or maybe in a past relationship, it's time to really reflect on how you could have made situations better. I'm almost getting a sense of maybe letting the wrong people into your life. And I'm thinking because of like this can be family life, then this could be like a friend. Like you didn't learn from past relationships with friends. This could be your family life with your parents, your brothers and sisters. And then this is a looming reminder of your past romantic relationships and learning from what went wrong there. So just whatever applies to your situation, there's a lesson that needs to be learned, and it feels like there's a blockage of it. Then you have the World in reverse, and that is that this isn't over. And that's like what it keeps coming into my mind, that this isn't over. And I feel like it might be a couple different scenarios. That this isn't over, that this energy might happen again. So it's really focusing and learning on how to cope with your negativity, with negative stuff that has happened in the past. But this is also, like, I'm also getting that it's not over for perhaps a relationship that you've had in the past with that Six of Cups, that story has not ended yet. So something is still wide open. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to let the cards fly out, but I'm just going to cut the deck into 9 parts so we can kind of see a clarifying of each card. What's that? Ooh, the Empress. Okay. So I am just going to flip these cards. Wow. Yep. Okay. So we have the Lovers in reverse being clarified by Strength. So it was just with all of these, I feel like it is like on what I was saying before. Because with the strength is saying that, yes, you have to have the strength. There is other options. And I feel like with that Lovers is that there wasn't an option. And then you have the the Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the 7 of Swords. And I feel like your boundaries, like you didn't set boundaries even for yourself. Because when you start to get into a negative headspace, and this is with anything, if you're, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm dumb, or whatever, when you start to project negative energy on yourself or on others, you have to snap yourself out of it, and you have to put that boundary with yourself to say, hey, that's not cool. And that's how you can also stop people from like gossiping in the way of saying negative things about you. Because people are going to talk no matter what. But it's when you're hearing someone that is talking down to themselves or down to others, or even you talking down to others or to yourself, you need to make sure that you snap yourself out of it. And I feel like this just snuck up on you. And with the defensiveness, you had no motion. There was no motion. And this isn't necessarily you. This could be a person, another person. But there was no motion that was on there, and there was no defense of it. You just made this choice. It was a hard choice to make, but you felt like there wasn't any other choices. And this negativity just really snuck up on you. But it was a quick. It was quick. But in defense of it, and I think there was like a battle in a sense. And there was no motion. There was no heart on it. It was all just like, I have only one choice. And then we have the 10 of Swords being clarified by the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like that it wasn't even, there wasn't a choice. There was no juggling. There was no multitasking. There was no sort of things that were happening. I feel like it was just stagnant in that way, and there wasn't anything that was going on. And I feel like you might have expected it to happen, and it just destroyed you or destroyed this person. And I feel like ultimately the Chariot being clarified by the 10 of, or the 3 of Swords in reverse, I feel like that last year was a time to reflect on heartbreak. And I feel like that there was some wounds that were still needing to be healed. And it's time that we're in 2020 that the swords are starting to fall out. They're starting to fall out of the heart so it can actually heal without that, with the swords in them. They can actually like seal up and start to perform normally without it being punctured. So I just feel like this is a big cleansing energy. And like when I say cleansing too, I keep looking at the Three of Swords and it's almost like cleansing a wound where it hurt. It hurt. But it had to happen. So with the Six of Cups being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, this is a really big feminine energy. So this can be not necessarily a love, like a romantic relationship, if that's not, if you're not into like the feminine energy. It actually might be like someone from your past, like a friend. But it could definitely be a romantic relationship, but you're the more masculine energy in it. And with masculine and feminine, it doesn't mean that just because it's feminine, it means it's a girl. It's the feminine energy, which is more intuitive, more like empathetic, soft, just more in tune with their emotions, versus masculine, which is more of a like physical strength and protection and guardian and that kind of thing. It's just the energy that's going off. So someone is going to be coming into your past that has that feminine energy. And I feel like it's going to be a bittersweet happiness, because the Ten of Cups is such a great card. But being clarified by the Five of Swords, this is kind of like you win, but you don't really. So it might be something where you get the end result, but it wasn't great getting there. But this is also, Five of Swords is my February card of this year. So this could be something that is happening to you this month in February 2020. And then with the High Priest, aka known as the Hierophant, being clarified by the reverse of Page of Wands, there's something that is not speaking to you. There's a huge disconnect, and it's in the passionate aspect of your life. So this can be career, this can be hobbies, this can be like a physical relationship as well. And so there is a definite disconnect. So maybe this is someone that is coming into your life and you sleep with them right away. You have physical relationship with them right away, and you know better. You learned from this before. So it's something that's like that has to do with that passion, and it's a disconnect, and you need to really focus on what this lesson needs to be learned, because this is a major arcana in reverse that's all about learning lessons, and so that is not happening right now. And just how I expected, the World in reverse being clarified by the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is going to be a relationship, a romantic relationship, or it can be a friendship, a close friendship, but it's not over yet. So someone is going to be coming in from your past that you've had a previous relationship with, and it's not over. You thought it was over. Guess what? It's not. It's on. And I'm honestly feeling like this is coming in within the next, I'd say about like 4 months, like this right here. And if this past has resonated with you, it's just make sure you take care of yourself and know that there are other options. You don't have to hurt yourself. You don't have to get yourself in a negative downward spiral. You matter. And yeah, I understand when you get into it, it's hard. It's hard to get out of. And no matter what is being said to you, it's a really hard tailspin. Trust me, I know. So just know, don't do anything that's permanent, just don't. But anyways, I think that is it for that reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if it resonated with you. Woo! All right, let's do a quick little cheers. Let's cheers to friendship. Friendship and positivity. Clink. All right. Well, what has happened over the last week? I don't know. There hasn't been, it's been busy at work. Right now is a really busy time for my bill paying job. It always is around the beginning of the year and tax time and everything. But yeah, it's just been really busy at work. I have really been trying to watch what I'm eating and also trying to walk a lot. I want to get at least 70,000 steps a week, so about 10,000 steps a day. I'm doing pretty good with it. At work, what I tend to do, because I work at like a desk job, I'll stand up and then just walk in place. And that's been really good for me because it really kind of helps my mind go. And yeah, it's been really good for me in my mind and my health. And I'm just really wanting to get into a really good headspace of feeling good about myself and feeling good about my body, because I've always had like body issues and food issues and all of that. So I'm getting into the swing of things. I haven't been eating any sort of like sugar, like added sugar. So any sort of like sweets, like cookies, candies, cakes, that kind of thing, which I'm super annoyed with. I haven't eaten any of those since like a little bit after Christmas. So that's been really good, at least for my mental state as well. So I've also been trying to find some like junk food alternatives that are a little bit healthier for you, but I'm not being like a health nut by any means. I've done it before, and I gotten the results that I wanted, but at the same time I was A, miserable, and then B, after I stopped doing it, I like gained everything back. So I just want to get it like slow and steady and just feel better about myself, because I think everyone deserves that. We should all be like comfortable in our own bodies and love who we are. And it just, at least for me, it's just sometimes really hard. But yeah, so another thing too is that tonight I am going online and playing Dungeons and Dragons for the first time. I've played a role-playing game that's similar to it, which is called Cthulhu. And I told myself that I would never cross this threshold of doing Dungeons and Dragons, because I'm like, that's too nerdy. Well, here I am. I'm a Lightfoot halfling monk named Liddy Tea Leaf. I have like a short crossbow and a prayer wheel. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to because my friends that live in Utah, they're the ones that are hosting it and all that online. So I'm excited to virtually hang out with them. So I'm really excited to see what it's all about and say that I've done it. What else? I just got done doing a new pick a card reading video, so definitely check out my channel. That is on there. It is live. It's really one of the readings is it's so awesome. I was so jealous and excited. Just that would be so cool. So, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Today is Symbolic, which is the pagan first day of spring. Western cultures have made the equinox and solstice as the first day of spring, and that is not the case. So it's the actual first day of spring, and I'm very excited about it. It is definitely not looking spring outside. It is cold and windy, and I have a Bigfoot windsock outside, and it is so windy, but he's catching the corner of my eye, so I think that there's a person that's outside nope, it's just the windsock. But anyways, yeah, so tonight I've been lighting candles all day, and if you want to join in for Symbolic, it is the Festival of Fire. So it's celebrating that the sun is going to be blessing us more with longer days and also hopefully warming up. So I'm really excited. I'm also really excited to see the bulbs and bulb plants, which tulips and daffodils and buds are gonna start coming up from trees and bushes and stuff like that. So I'm getting really excited. I love the winter. I love snow. And it has not been very snowy this winter. It's just been really ill and rainy, and so I'm just kind of done with it. I just want it to be springtime now. If it's gonna be cold enough to snow, it needs to snow, not just be cold and ick. So, but anyways, that's really all that I can think of. Oh, this is also really fun. These are my nails. So they are color changing nails. So with heat and cool, they change colors. So when it's cool, they're completely pink. And then when it's warm, it's white. Isn't that cool? So I got those last weekend, and I did not expect this. And I was like, what kind of witchcraft is this? It was awesome. But anyways, I think that is it for me in this episode of Toasted Tarot Nights. I'm so glad that you guys join me every week and are supporting me, and I love hanging out with you. Make sure that you do tell your friends and family that likes this kind of stuff to tune in and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to do this live. That's the only thing that's holding me back is my subscribers. I have to hit 1,000 in order to do any sort of live reading. And if you guys join me, I could even do maybe a free reading or something like that. So just make sure that you tell your friends and family about me and have them subscribe. I'm so close to 1,000. I can taste it. So I just would love that. I would love to do more like live stuff and like maybe do like an actual like another kind of show that I do live during the week. It would be just so much fun. So yeah, make sure that you do like this video, hit subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram. I do card of the day almost every single day. And then also follow me on Twitter, which my handle is Witch of Boise, all one word. And on Facebook, which is Witch Boise. You can just Google Witch of Boise and I'll probably pop up. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend and I will see you soon. Bye.